What's up, Pirates? Wraith here with Awaken TCG, and today, this content I don't really share often on my YouTube channel. This is gonna do a little bit of a dive on the RP Law versus Enel matchup. I've been seeing a lot of people need help with it, and so we're actually gonna go ahead and get right into it. So it's gonna be a little bit slower, but I'm gonna be talking through my thought process and things you want to do. So, first of all, you want second, right? So he gave me second. You want to see ST laws, you want to see 5 drops, you want to see draw cards. So this hand in particular, it wouldn't be too bad because you can draw with the Reiju, but you really want to see maybe queens. I'm not sure if I've missed all Sundays in this list, but we'll mulligan that. So not the best, but I mean, any hand honestly you can work with in this matchup. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we can actually do. Anything under 4, you basically don't want to play. Anything under 4, you don't want to play just because of the fact that it's going to get popped by Gadatsu. It's going to get popped by the Egghead Luffy. And so you have these situations that you put yourself in that you just really can't afford yourself to lose cards in certain scenarios. Now, when it comes to playing a Reiju, I think that's completely fine because you can draw off it. And then you see more cards. But on 4 Dawn, if you're not playing the ST Law, the Dawn -1, if they have 7 or more in hand, trash 2 cards. If you're not playing that, you should not be playing anything and just swing 9, because now in their 5 Dawn, they're forced to Shirahoshi, which means, yeah, they can cycle their cards, which is fine. It gives you a target to bottom deck, but it also doesn't give them the option to actually pop anything with Gadatsu or the Egghead Luffy. And see, he just passed. So that's basically the scenario that we're going to be putting ourselves in a lot of the time. I think we're honestly just going to swing 5 and raw play this Sanji, just because we have no better targets at the moment. And they're always going to take. If it's one thing about this, they're always going to take. So now this Sanji is never getting cleared. He's on 7 Dawn. Still can't do much. We definitely want to see some of our rushers. So he Rygoed, trashed one of his life, which I think is okay. We definitely need to draw cards though. We need a flood board here, draw some cards. We can go 1, 2, 7, 6. So we need to place 2 cards. We can do let me think here. We probably don't ever want to swing here. We go I think that's fine. We play the Zorojuro. We got 7 Dawn. Yeah, we play the Zorojuro. Then we just minus play the Reiju to draw. We don't ever swing. So now he has Yamato available, which is going to hurt for us. We don't have the double Gordon to answer it. But basically, you want to get them to 1 life, fill up your board all the way. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a rough spot. So we can get rid of this thing. And I think we are going to use 2 Dawn to get rid of it. But this is one of the moments where we can start checking his hand. Once he's at 1 life and you have multiple swings, you can start checking with 5Ks, and it's going to burn 1 card of his hand, burn 1 card of his hand. You see, we just burned 1 card of his hand. And slowly but surely, you can see that we can actually just go stupid. I'm trying to think if we clear this now. I think we do. 5, 6, 7. We probably swing 1 more 5 to get another card out of his hand. Next turn is going to be really bad for us. And so he ended up just taking that. So now we're just going to go ahead and pop this. I think we go Bonk Clay. And then we force him to use a heal here. So like we're at 5 life, so he can double Gadatsu, like 2 big things. But with this 8K swing, it's gonna force him to 0 life, which means he's gonna have to do a heal, which means we're going to keep our board, right? Like, yeah, he can Yamato pop one thing, but unless he gives us two 2Ks here, he's going to be forced to use all of his Dawn to heal, which means we're going to be in a better position because our board is going to stay intact. But that's basically this matchup. You want to fill up your board, get them to 1, and then start checking their hand, right? If you find the ST laws, great. If not, try to find your rushes just to check hand. And so he gave me the counter because he did not want to have to heal, or maybe he just didn't have a heal in hand. But regardless, we have a full board. We can counter out any low swings. And so if he plays a heal, big body, we can still keep our board, and then we start checking hand again. Meanwhile, we're at 5 life this whole time. So as long as we never let them develop a big board and we can stay relatively healthy, like, there is no reason why you shouldn't be using all your Dawn to check his hand and reduce it down, because that's when you win. Once their hand goes to 0, you just, use small swings to get their leader effect out of the way, and then you just kill them. It's literally that simple. I know a lot of people have a hard time with this matchup, but it just comes down to not swinging when you're not supposed to, swinging when you're supposed to. And to learn that, obviously, you can watch a video like this. And so he's putting something in life, maybe a 0 cost, maybe an Onami. Looks like he is going to play a cost Katakuri, send his Hiyori back, which is fine by me. Let me see. So we know for a fact that that first swing is going to be a 2K. This is fine. And then we can go ahead and swing 9. Force whatever he put right there to get popped here. And then we can have a lot of Dawn to continue to pressure. Let's see what he put. Is it a beige? So it was an Onami, which is fine. -1 from hand because that's not going to his hand. And then he has to trash another card. And we still have 2 big swings here. Let's see. I think we check. We check 8K. We check 8K. And then we can check 9. Or we can check 10. So he takes 1, 2, 3. We play a law. Choose nothing. Play a law. Gain an active. And then we can check 10. And if he's bricked, should be game. So he has it. But like, okay, so now, right, there's one reason why I did that is basically just to get all the cards out of his hand. Look at my board. 4 units that are usable. He has 2 swings. So Yamato can clear 1, and then he has 2 swings. But I just counter 1, and then that should just be game. Because he has no cards in hand. And even this Otama here is actually gonna play a factor. So with 1 card in hand, we can just start checking. Yeah, we can just go 5, and then we just shove. So yeah, like even that Otama that was on the board, just super good. Now let's go ahead and swap the turn order. Did I go first last turn? No, I went second. Let me go first. So this is considered your odd curve. I think it's fine either way. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and keep this hand for 1. One thing, you never want to play your Gordons early. You never want to play anything 4 or under early. And so going first is not bad because obviously you get your swing, your 8. They're gonna take. Then you can start playing your 5 drops, right? Miss all Sundays, miss all Sundays. Always want to swing first. They're probably going to take. 90% of the time, they're just going to take. Then we go miss all Sunday. So now their Gadatsu can't reach this. Their Egghead Luffy can't reach this. Meanwhile, while we're starting to build board, they're going to have an issue because they're going to be at 1 life. And early on, we can have a nice little board. I could have even considered spinning for the Shachi Penguin, but then that gives him a better play, basically. So he's going early Hiyori here. No swing. I don't think he's going to swing. But now we have a target to spin, so it's not going to be too bad. We have this ace here, which actually is going to be pretty insane. So we're going to swing 5 first. Usually you don't swing 5, but that's fine. Swinging, getting value, and then regardless. So like even if I swung with my leader, the Miss All Sunday was going to get popped. But now we can actually threaten. We can threaten a rush, right? We can threaten a rush. Probably not going to do that. So let's see how much time we have. We can actually draw this turn. He's at 6. Yeah, we can draw this turn. So we go 5. That leaves us with 3 Dawn. I'm trying to think. So we have the clear for a early Yamato or a Katakuri, which is good. I'm debating if I want to play a Miss All Sunday or if I just go ace. I think playing an ace just might be it. Because Miss All Sunday gets me to 9, and then I go back to 6. So I go, because yeah, Miss All Sunday draws me a card, so I can't do it off that. So I think I just go ace or kid. Maybe kid is the play here over the ace, because we can ace next turn, right? So we're gonna be at 8 Dawn again. 8 Dawn again, so we can ace Gordon. Yeah, so that's perfect actually. 1, 2, 3 bottom. Oh yeah, I did this wrong. I was supposed to use one more card. This is awkward. All right, if I don't misplay, we get the draw. If I don't misplay, we get the draw. At this point, he's going to 8 Dawn. Man, I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. At this point, we can just shove. He's going to 8 Dawn. He can't pop anything. He can use Raigo, but that's about it. Next turn, we're going ace. We're going raise max. So whatever. If he plays a Kata, is getting bottomed, and we're going crazy. This would have been a fine turn. This would have been a fine turn if we had a Kid Killer Rush. Oh, look. We just got one. Okay. So guess what we could do? We could swing 5s now and check the hand. Since we have the answer to the Kata and we'll be able to establish another ace, we're in a great position here. Again, I feel like we're in a very similar position to last game. Like, if you really think about it, we're in a very, very similar position. You know, he has the Kata on board. We have 2 units, 3 units to swing with. Just checking his hand, reducing it down in size. Gives me another card. We're going to swing another 5 and see if he gives us one more. So he's taking that one. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. So no trigger. So now for us, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. We're gonna spin it. Play it, swing 7, so he can give us another 2 cards. And now we have this ace established. That's just gonna give us so much value. And so he's going to heal here, either ace or Yamato. It doesn't really matter. If something's getting popped regardless, because even if he aces, he's just going to swing into something. And so, yeah, I mean, it's a very simple game plan. Very simple game plan. Obviously, I didn't see any laws. Laws just make it a lot easier. But it's about knowing when to swing, right? Picking your spots. I don't know if I, did the best job explaining because I'm just a better player than I am coach. That's what I believe. Maybe I don't know. But for the most part, you want to slowly build your board. Always swing with your leader. Get them down to that 1 life sweet spot before they get to 8, 9, 10 Dawn. And then you can just start checking their hand. They're at 1 life and you have 4 swings. Okay, go 5. Go 5. Go 5. Because if they ever take an early 5, you could go 7. And now they're giving you 2 cards. If they ever take an early 7, you could just shove. right? Shove your hold on. So eventually they have to counter. And if you have multiple swings and double kit killer in hand and 8 Don up and 4 swings already, like you just put so much pressure, but you just have to know how to pressure. So if you swing 5 with leader and they don't take, right? They counter. You swing 5 with the unit, they don't take. Okay, cool. Keep your last unit standing. You know, play 3 units now and pass, right? Bottom deck, whatever they played, play 3 units and pass. Because the best thing they can do is clear 1 unit, swing into another. But if they clear 1 and they swing into another, it's going to be a low swing. You can counter. Now you still have same situation. You're at 4 swings. You know, you got another rusher in hand. Now you can start this process already again. And oh, guess what? Last turn they gave you 3 cards. Now you have an even stronger board. Okay, they're gonna have to give you 4 or 5 cards. Eventually they get to a point where they just have no cards in hand, and you just need a couple of units to get those 3 swings off on 1 turn. Granted, you can pivot if you're swinging for lethal. They have 1 life and you only have 3 swings. Swing once. As soon as lethal is not a potential outcome anymore, okay, cool. They beiged my leader. That's fine. Keep whatever else units you have standing that were going to be for lethal. Pivot your plan. Pivot your plan. Let's get more boards on. Let's get more units on the board. Let's try again next turn, right? Let's clear whatever they have. Spin it if we can. Let's try to go again. But that's basically the matchup. That's basically the matchup. I didn't want to spend too much time on it. Quick 16-minute video. 2 matches played. It's an intricate matchup, but it shouldn't ever be a situation where you feel like you're losing. Enel can high roll, and you can brick. I mean, that's just card games, though, right? So take that out of the way, and you can get some consistent wins on this deck. Yeah, and if you have any more questions, you can go ahead and put them in the comments down below. I'll definitely try to answer some. If you have any specific questions. But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a minute since you guys seen me on the channel. I took a little 1-week break after I hit a 1-year mark on my YouTube channel. I needed a nice little break, and so back in full effect. We're definitely going to make some cool content, more vlogs, more interactive content, you know, try to take this to the next level. And I definitely need your guys' help. And if you haven't already subscribed to my Patreon, I have I uploaded yesterday a training session with RP Law Mirrors. Today I recorded a RP Law versus Lucci. I was piloting Lucci set, which is very informative. That's on my Patreon. You can go ahead and subscribe to that if you're not already. And I also dropped a OP07 meta overview, where it's at, where it's headed, and kind of what I'm going to do for my Nats prep. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment down below, subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.